I'm so excited to be here tonight. It's the return of Dogfish Head. So if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you know that I have a deep-seated hatred for Dogfish Head, and it's honestly because their beer sucks. I like their Sea Quench Ale, maybe because I hate myself and it really does taste like stomach acid, or, you know, what I would imagine that to taste like. I guess I kind of know what stomach acid tastes like. It is kind of like that throw up. Ooh, ooh. Everyone's gonna click out of the video. No one wants to think about throw up. I don't mind thinking about poop or pee or any of that stuff. Let's really go there tonight. But throw up does sometimes get me. It's a mind over matter thing. I guess it's kind of like, I guess this is what mothers do, right? They're able to really just put it all aside because they have to. There's really no other option. That's me, but with drunk friends, not children. So the Dogfish Head beer that I'm gonna be trying today is the Sunday Feels. They feature different artwork on it. So I'm gonna, ooh, oh, look. I don't know, it's an option. It's an option. Thumbnails are the hardest part for me. I just can't ever seem to get it right. Part of it's probably my shooting locations. I never really pick a good spot, which doesn't help. I actually, one of my goals, I mean, I'm gonna be taking some trips going forward, so one of my goals is to take my camera along and maybe do some like nice videos where like I'm in the world and, you know, vaxxed up. So Sunday Feels. It's a sour beer. It is inspired by Sunday brunch cocktails, so it should have a little peach, a little champagne, a little grape. I mean, I guess grape, champagne, kind of the same thing. Literally the same thing. Well, not literally, but figuratively the same thing. Let's just take a sip. Let's see how it is. I did smell it. It smells bad. It smells like skunk. It smells like Corona, so that doesn't bode well for me. Let's be frank, okay? Smell is pretty off-putting, but the taste is not bad. ASMR. I would say that it is fairly peachy, but not really. Yeah, it's fairly peachy. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's like the kind of peach flavor I really enjoy. But it is and it isn't. I don't know. It's peachy. Definitely feels a little winey. I would agree with the statement that it should taste like champagne. I shouldn't have read this before I went into it, but feel like I've been really slacking on giving you guys like hard details about anything at all. So I wanted to prep a little and then I read too much. I spoiled it. But no, I think I would have thought that it was kind of boozy, like winey, without having read it, and partially because I just tried a drink that Trader Joe's sells. It's called rosé water, and it's sparkling water mixed with rosé. This beer is giving me very similar vibes to that. So yeah, I don't know. I would give it like a 3 out of 5. I'm not blown away. I've definitely had better fruity beers. I've had better sour beers. It's really not that sour at all. It's actually like a 2 out of 10 on my personal sourness scale. I don't know if I've defined what that means yet, but somewhere in my mind I have a scale and I should quantify it, but I haven't yet. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about kind of a non-beer thing because this is supposed to be loose. It's supposed to be fun, you know? I mean, I have the high concept ideas, but I don't always have the cash flow to do it, baby. I've given you guys plenty of beer stuff lately, so let's talk about something else, and that thing is embarrassing moments. Why do I want to talk about this? Because I think I'm starting to take myself a little too seriously. And so I want to share with you some embarrassing moments from my life, and actually, in my Never Have I don't know. In one of my videos, I was asking myself a question and launched into this long explanation of like an embarrassing story, but I prattled on for like 5 minutes. Also, the vocabulary words that I'm throwing out in these videos are not words that I really use in my real life, so I don't really know what that's about. I want to share with you guys some embarrassing stories in my life, and there's really 2 big ones that spring to mind. I don't know if I'll tell both, but I'm gonna definitely tell this one because it's really just indicative of like a lot of my life. So I was at work at the previous location that I worked at. I mean, everybody watching knows where I work, but I just try to not call it out because I feel like it's, I don't want to get in trouble. So I had a coworker, and here's the thing with me. So I feel like there's a threshold for attractiveness in another person. Sometimes if people are just like god level attractive, you know, model-esque, Ken doll, okay? I just know they're out of my league. I know there's no chance. So I can interact with them very easily, and I don't even really feel attracted to them because I just know it's never gonna happen. Then there's like the tier 2 or 3 below that where like you're good looking, everyone would agree about it, but like still approachable enough that I might have a chance. And this is where things always go wrong for me because I don't feel confident. And I'm like shaking telling this story. It's so embarrassing. So that brings me to this guy I used to work with. I think his name was Tim. I'm just gonna name his name because there's no way in hell he's watching this and like whatever. He was kind of fratty, but like looked soulful because he had large blue eyes. He was a good looking guy. And I could tell he thought I was a good looking gal. For like a day or two, like everything was fine. I hadn't really overthought anything at this point. So Tim and I, everything was cool. It was fun. It was like a work flirtation, nothing weird. But then I had another coworker tell me that she thought he had a crush on me, and that was the wrong thing to tell me. I started to panic internally, and I just distinctly remember one night we're working after the store had closed, and he and I were in this aisle, and for whatever reason, I bring up going to bar trivia, which I've later learned like no one thinks is cool except me, first of all. And second of all, I just rambled. I think I talked about bar trivia to him for 15 minutes straight. 5 minutes into it, I knew any attraction he had to me was gone, but I couldn't make myself stop. I was on one, going on and on and on. And to this day, I feel so embarrassed about it. Not because like nothing ever would have happened, but just remembering the look on his face of when he looked at me as I'm just really getting into explaining what bar trivia is and why I like it. I remember it so often, and maybe I've brought it up today because I really just need to let it go. It was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, and I have quite a few. There's a lot, but that one was no bueno, not good. Also, I don't think I've ever said no bueno in my life. I have a little thing to end on. I was really hesitant about filming for some reason. Things have been better. Like I remember talking a few weeks ago about how I just felt like really uncertain about everything, but I feel a lot better now. I feel like I'm in a really good rhythm with it. I've really enjoyed making these videos, but I really didn't want to shoot yesterday. But then I was doing my makeup and I was getting ready, you know, really feeling myself, feeling like I looked really good. And then this happened. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys this and then I'm gonna leave because I really need to eat. This is a brow tint. I thought it was a brow gel. I'm looking at it now and I'm realizing this is where the problem came in. So I'm gonna put this on and show you guys why I couldn't shoot yesterday and had to shoot today, okay? Do you see that? It actually doesn't even look that bad on camera, but I assure you, in real life, it's truly terrifying. Do you see that? Do I have to come in? Do you see that? Like, I honestly can't even get over it. I got the lightest shade they could. I don't even have light blonde eyebrows. This is heinous, is what this is. This is disgusting. I don't know. I mean, now I'm looking at it, I'm kind of liking it, but I think it's because I've had half a beer. This really highlights the fact that I don't want them. I don't know. I wanted to share this with you guys because, again, on the theme of embarrassment, this is embarrassing. I should share more embarrassing stories with you guys because I do feel better having aired out my Tim story because it was kind of insane. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know. I love making these and I've really been loving making videos. Lately, I'm gonna get out of the house a little bit more than I have been because I know that's more entertaining visually, at least. Thank you for watching. Come back next Thursday for next week's Thirsty Thursday and check out my latest video. I did a little bit of a beer review of all of the beers that I have tried lately, but didn't do in a monthly roundup. So without further ado, I'm gonna leave. Okay, bye!